everybody, the sun is shining, so this is the perfect day to show you this project. Today I'm going to show you how to make these really cool 3D flowers in a flower pot. So the supplies are super simple. Paper, glue, and scissors. Those are all the things that you need. So I'm going to tell you kind of the process I went about. I'll show you how to make a flower and how to do the pot, and then you'll be on your way. You can add or take away depending on how big or small you want to make this. If you want to do just one flower, you want to do more than two, you want your pot to be bigger or smaller, that's totally up to you. But I'll get you started on how I did mine, and then you can take it from there. So what I did is I got my glue stick, my scissors, and my paper all picked out. I chose the colors that I wanted for my flowers and for my stems and my pot. For here I did more traditional colors, but you can totally go in any direction that you want. You can also use white paper and color the white paper if you don't have colored paper. I also chose a color for my background to glue my flowers to. So I've got my background piece here. You can make it as big or small as you want. This is about not quite a half a sheet of paper, but a little more. I've got 4 strips for my pot. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the brown. I've got, since I'm doing 2 flowers, I've got 4 strips of green. For each flower, it's 2 strips, 1 for the stem and 1 for the leaves, so there's 4. And then for each flower with the petals, that's also 4 strips. So I did orange. I'll show you how I did my orange one today. I also did pink, so I had 4. So 4 seems to be our magic number here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how we built our flower, and then I'll show you how we added the pot, and then you're on your way. So what I did is I cut my strips. All of my strips are the same size, so a lot of this is very equal as far as the size of your strips and the number that you need. So these strips are about a ½ inch long, and I cut them using the long side of my paper. So the way I built my flower, I laid out all my pieces first, so I'll show you how I laid them out, and then we're going to glue. So there's 1 strip going up and down, 2 strips doing a crisscross, and then I've got a strip going this way, so I've got a little bit of an asterisk here. So what you're going to do is glue each piece together in the middle. So I'm going to find the middle of my first strip, and I'll add some glue there. Okay, my glue is a little sticky today. And then you can do your cross or you can do your diagonals, whichever works best. I'll go with my cross first. I'll try and find the middle of that one and put it right in the middle. So I've got this plus sign. Then I'm going to add some glue to there. Once you've got these 2 together, you know right where your middle is. So I'm going to do 1 diagonal, try and find the middle there. Press that down, and then I'll do my last one. Right there. Okay, so now I've got my asterisks. Okay, you guys see that? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each kind of arm of my asterisk, and I'm going to fold it to the center and glue it to the center. So don't go all the way, go halfway to the center, because your other end is going to meet it in the middle too. Okay, so I'm going to lay some glue down again. I'm going to start with the first piece I had, that up and down piece. And I'm just going to fold. Don't press down here because you want those loops for your petals. And they're just going to meet in the middle there, and I'm just going to push them down, and I'll show you what that looks like. See how they met in the middle right there? And I still got the loops because I didn't crease this, so don't crease that. You're going to do that to each of your little arms of your asterisk. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to go in the same order that I originally laid them down. So I'm going to put some glue in the middle there, and I'm going to do my cross one, meeting in the middle and not pressing down on the outsides of my petals, making sure that stays together. Add some more glue, and I'll do this one. You could always add the glue to the very tips of the arms of your asterisks if you want to go about it that way. Either way, as long as it's going to meet in the middle and stick there. And then my last piece, arm right here, arm right here. So you're going to want to apply a little bit of pressure to that for a few minutes just to make sure that everything sticks together as the glue dries. All right, so I'm going to pick that up and show you. There's the main part of your flower. There's a lot of different things you can do with this. If you have pencils or pipe cleaners or something, or a straw, you can glue this to those and have these flowers freestanding, and even put them in, say you have a cup or anything else that you could decorate as a vase or a pot. You can absolutely do that too. So there's my flower, right? And then I'm just going to cut a little circle out of my yellow. To put in the middle of my flower to complete my flower. Put some glue on that guy. And then I'm going to stick them right in the middle. And that covers the little seam from where our petals met. And there you go. So set that aside, and then I'm going to show you how to do the stem. Stem, super easy. One piece is your stem. You don't do anything with that except for glue it to the paper when you're ready. We're going to put on the leaves. All you're going to do is find the middle of your piece of paper of the leaves and apply it to the back of your stem, depending on how high or low you want your leaves. Now I put mine a little closer to my flower because I knew my stems were going to go pretty deep into my pot. So I'm going to put it a little higher here. And then you're going to do just what you did with the petals of your flower. Put some glue in the middle there and fold those in to meet in the middle and not creasing the sides, okay? So there's my stem with my leaves. I think you know where I'm gonna go from here. We're going to add our flower to the top of our stem, and there's your flower. Isn't that super cute? So if you want to, go ahead and glue your stem to your paper however you might want it. I did mine kind of a little off to the side. I didn't do them straight up and down. You can definitely do that. My paper wasn't high enough to do that, so I kind of put them like this a little bit so they could fit. So I'm going to flip this over and put glue on the back of my stem. And I'm going to glue it to my paper a little off to the side, leaving enough space at the top for my flower. And then I'm going to put some glue right at the top of my stem and push down my flower. Remember to apply enough pressure for a few seconds, count to 20, just to make sure that those adhere to your paper. So there's my flower, pretty cool, right? And then for the pot, all you're going to do is you're going to take your strips, they're going to go across. You're going to put a little glue on this side and a little glue on this side. Running out of glue. Oh no, my flowers. Good thing they're not real. The water would be everywhere. All right, so I've got glue on both sides of here. I'm going to flip it over so that the glue is facing me, and then I'm going to curl in the sides. See, now the glue is facing you, and the glue is where I'm going to lay it down on my page. So it's like a cuff, and the outside ends of those cuffs are what's going to get glued down to my page. And that is how you start your pot. See that? So you can make it wider at the top and get narrower at the bottom. You can make it wide the whole way. Mine goes a little bit narrower at the bottom, but not a ton. If you make it narrower, you either just cut your paper a little shorter, or you just close in where the ends meet. So if you want it wider, the ends are a little further apart, and if you want it tighter, the ends get a little closer. So there you go, guys. So what I'll do is I'll add my next 3 strips there, and I'll have my flower pot. So that is how you do this 3D flowers with flower pot. I know Mother's Day is coming up this weekend, so it might be a great time to do this project. All right, guys, have fun with this one. Show me all the projects that you've done. I'll make sure to add them to my gallery if you want me to. And I hope you enjoy this nice sunny day. Have a good one, guys. Bye.